No PowerPoint, but I will show you some videos and then we can have a look at this device. I'll demonstrate some of the interactions that are currently possible already with the devices that are on the market, augmented reality. But let's first have a look at what it ideally would look like if everything works well. Ideally, if we had lots of money and we were 10 years ahead, then it would look something like this. So wouldn't it be great if we could just grab everything that we see and we don't, of course, need a mouse. The AI understands everything that we say perfectly. Like here, he actually starts to interact with this wireframe through the voice interface.
Tram, restroom, waffle, shack, everything. And anything with a concrete wall. Ah.
Okay, well, you get the point. I mean, eventually he picks up the little ball and he starts to juggle with it, and of course that would be ideal in an environment that is not fixed to 2 dimensions like our monitors that we have. If you are in a 3D environment you need to sort of find different ways of interacting with things in that environment. And that is exactly the problem that we have in virtual reality and augmented reality right now. There is no real mouse and keyboard yet. Some people, I mean, there are some developments to sort of figure out alternatives. Like the simplest one is you get a little dot in front of your eyes and you move it around and that becomes sort of the pointer, and then if you stay long enough on a certain point, then you get something like a mouse click. That's not very ideal, and that gets tiresome really quickly. And if you want to enter text, oh man, I mean, that's like typing in a with an old mobile phone and a number pad. That's really cumbersome. So that would be ideal, of course, but we're not there yet. But we are getting a little bit closer, and I can demonstrate. All right, now we see a 2D window that we're used to from like Windows and Mac and just a regular graphic user interface. But this is not always ideal. And one of the things that's not so ideal about it, it's sort of kind of a mixed thing. Like if I can put windows anywhere I like in space, and this is actually quite handy. Our brains are quite good at remembering where things are. We have a good spatial memory, so on the one hand that's sort of handy, but also like, oh, where did I put that window? I mean, it could be around a corner or whatever. Like probably if I go here, yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. So. So that's one of the challenges, and this is a 2D interface, of course. Okay, that was another gesture. Yeah, it's not so fluent yet, but you get where it's going. Now, what I found with this particular interface is that I get really tired. My hand gets really tired. So this is not something I want to use the whole day. There is a clicker, ta-da. And this clicker also has motion sensors, so you can use it for scrolling and stuff. But it's just not there yet. Let me see if I can demonstrate something. Yeah, it sort of works, but anyway, it's getting there. So this is advisable to have something like this, but it needs a little bit more development. Now, in virtual reality, in Vive or Oculus environments, you have things that you can hold in your hand. and they can have buttons, and I think the Vive environment has done it really nicely. They have a real, like a laser pointer, and you can have sort of a long laser coming out of your hand, and you actually see your hand in the virtual environment as well. That works really well, and then you can just point to things and do something with it. Now, the other thing that we saw in the video is grabbing objects. With the HoloLens, is actually not yet possible, and it knows where my hand is, but it doesn't map it to objects. So if we just try to put an object somewhere. Okay, this is going to load. Take some while.
Welcome to Holographic Medical Anatomy from Case Western Reserve University and Cleveland Clinic.
To place the scene.
Yeah, it's loading.
And the way we teach.
And the way we teach.
When our full holographic medical anatomy module is developed, a virtual narrator like me can guide you through the learning objective. Or use it to look at holograms with a group of classmates and a professor to simulate a lab setting. You may also use it to study on your own or to participate in class remotely. And even if you don't have HoloLens, you can access this module from a conventional computer screen.
Okay, looks good. Okay, looks good. Sorry that. I think I'll turn that off. That's the audio from the HoloLens. So. Okay, so what I can do here, I cannot. I mean, I think I can. No. There's no collision here, so. What I can do is I can go through the object like this a few seconds later, but I think with my hand, no, I cannot grab anything. Now there are some other manufacturers of augmented reality headsets that already do that. They actually scan your hand, and they where is it? Oh, okay. So this is the blue screen of death, I guess. I don't know. Huh. Or maybe I said nay or no or something. I don't know. Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem with voice interfaces. Where was I? So yeah, there are some manufacturers that already do the hand scanning, and then you can actually manipulate objects in space. So let's see. I don't think I used the word next yet. Next.
Using HoloLens, we can explore whole biological systems individually or together, see the individual bones of the arm and how they connect to the muscles. And we can see the muscles of the face and how they control our expressions.
That works. Now, what would be good to do is, I mean, so this is a little introduction into the, she's still talking to me, into what's possible right now. So 3D gives you more possibilities, but also a lot more headaches. And we don't have conventions yet. That's missing. We don't have replacement for regular keyboards and mouse. But these are some of the things that are being worked at right now. And actually, we had so some use cases where we can already use this technology is in the hospital. So if you have, you can have a body, a full body, like shown here. Actually, let's see if you can. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, anyway. This is a great example. So the example that we have at the Netcetera, we worked with a hospital and in neurosurgery. Actually, I have a little clip of that. Exactly. There's no sound here, but we basically took a scan of a real patient's brain, in this case John, and we scanned it, and then it's available during a real neurosurgery operation to the surgeon, and they can plan their work while they are already in the operating theater, as they call it. So what they need to do is they need to plan where to make the incisions so that it's the least invasive as possible, and they get to the point where they need to be as directly as possible. And then, then they can practice a little bit before they actually open up somebody's head, which is kind of convenient. So this is already possible and it's already in use, but it's not for consumers. So that's basically a little bit of an overview where we stand right now, the challenges, what's possible. Thanks.